girl. Okay. Her name was who she? What was the name again?
Hey, what's up, my snoopers? It's your girl, Tony Michelle, aka Fat Girl Snoop, and I know what you guys are thinking. Where the hell has she been for the last month? I tell you what, y'all, I was literally trying to get some clarity. Like, a lot of stuff went down. Like, not only did my daughter graduate college and high school at the same time, I had to deal with prom. I had to deal with the whole graduation festivities. I was having family issues over some bullshit that I still don't understand about. And the only thing I could take away from it is there's haters everywhere, even your own family members, okay? And let me tell y'all something. You know, people always ask me when it comes down to business, about their vision and everything else. And they always come to me to ask me their opinion. The only thing I'm gonna say is this, and I feel like a hypocrite because I did not even listen to my own damn self. When it comes down to your vision and what you want your brand to represent, don't let nobody, I mean nobody, interfere. And even if somebody does offer their help to you, you make sure that help is like little minimum. That was my mistake. I let somebody help me from behind the scenes. And the minute this person got upset, for whatever reason this person got upset, that person literally tried to sabotage my brand behind the scenes. And it really, really got to me. I mean, so bad that I was like really trying not to fall in a deep depression. You know what I'm saying? But then, I took a trip back home to New Jersey, got some clarity, spent about a week and a half up there, got to spend some time with my grandson, got to clear my mind, to be away from here and in front of this camera, because I just could not understand why this person wanted to sabotage me so bad. But then, when I came back, I bossed right back up and here I am. But let me tell that person something, okay? I let you win for a moment, but I'm back. And Fat Girl Snoop is not going nowhere. I am here. Haters are going to hate. That's all I'm going to say. I never thought that I had haters. And I never thought that my haters were in my bloodline. And that my immediate bloodline at that. So I know a lot of you was asking me about the website of Fat Girl Snoop. The new website is coming soon. It's currently under construction. So I would give it maybe a few more weeks, if that. I got some new stuff coming. Fat Girl Snoop is having merch, so be on the lookout for that. And it is what it is. So basically here I am starting from scratch after 13 years. I am now starting from scratch because I felt myself slipping and let somebody be in control of something, and using that word trust that I don't use lightly. And I don't think I'm gonna ever use that word again for a long, long, long time. Okay? But my trip to New York, I had so much fun. Like I said, I got to spend time in New Jersey. I got to go to New York. I actually went to a couple of shows. I was supposed to be on Wendy, but that didn't. I was supposed to be on there, and I was supposed to be in the audience for the live taping, but something happened, and I just couldn't make it. But I did end up going to see Rennie, the one the guy that be on Instagram, the comedian, the actor now. I was one of his day one fans. So I got a chance to see him at Caroline's on Broadway. And let me tell you guys, if you are looking for clean comedy that is still going to make you laugh from start to finish, if Rennie and his friends come to town, cop them tickets. He does not disappoint. And he's real friendly. And it was pretty cool to see him in his hometown. We got to see his mother. It was like really, really cool. I think that's probably, now that I think about it, Rennie, is that why you were so clean? Is that why you were so clean? Because your mom was in the audience? But yeah, it was a really, really, really good show. I had a really good time in New York and New Jersey. It's like every time I go, no matter how long I plan my trip, it always seems like I land, I close my eyes, boom, I'm back on the plane back here. That's how fast it be going. But anyways, in any event, I am back. So let's get into some ish. Okay, so I guess Chris Brown was having a great time for his birthday. He is a fellow tourist like me. Shout out to Chris Brown, Chris Breezy. I did have a chance to work for Chris Brown. Very, very, very nice guy. To say the least. And our birthdays are like 5 days apart. His is on the 5th, mine is on the 10th. Taurus horns. Well, apparently he got into some things on his birthday weekend. Now, he is now a suspect in a battery investigation where he allegedly smacked a woman's weave right off her head. Listen, this is, the minute I say that, Chris Brown is, he's keeping his cool. You haven't seen him in headlines lately. So he's been pretty much, been low key, at least from what I've seen, he's been dropping new music. Well, apparently this woman is alleging that, he put his hands on her, at least her wig. You know what I'm saying? Now, according to TMZ reported this mess. Oh, my bad. It wasn't even his, birthday weekend. I'm thinking about something else, but I guess this past weekend the police was called to Breezy's house where a woman claims that he put the hands on him, So now this woman alleges that the singer slapped her so hard that her weave came out. So, I mean, could you imagine somebody, ladies, could you imagine somebody, heaven forbid, I'm sorry. Listen, I do not condone abuse at all. Like, I do not condone a man putting his hands on a woman. You know what I'm saying? I just do not condone that whatsoever. So please excuse the smile. This smile is really based on the story that I am looking at with you guys. Okay, so this woman alleges that Breezy smacked her so hard that her weave came out. Okay. Now this is the only thing I could imagine when reading this story. This is the visual that I imagine. Could you imagine somebody smacking you so hard that the weave, I mean, I want to know, was it glued in? Was it sewed in? Was it a lace front? I mean, I have answers. TMZ, if you're going to report something, I need the whole entire story. Okay, this is all I see. I see Well, I'm reporting this story. I'm sure glad that I don't got no weave in today, honey. I'm sure glad I went all natural for this story. I couldn't imagine somebody slapping me that hard that my hair flies across the room. I just couldn't imagine. So now we don't know what actually, happened, behind the scenes, or why the police was called, what led this girl to do this lady to do this. I got a feeling these charges are going to be dropped, or maybe we might learn the truth along the line. Now, who knows? She might, stand her ground and go after him. But it sounds like, she doesn't have a pot to hold water right now. Now, like I said, this wasn't the first time the police has been out there for his massive parties. But it usually involves nobody getting arrested. Now, this situation is hair raising. I'm sorry. I am sorry. That is wrong. Okay. But Chris seems to be like on his daddy duties. He seems to be, on the straight and narrow, so we haven't really heard anything. So just like, although, this story is funny, it does sound all too familiar, but I hope the truth comes out soon. But Chris did actually respond to this story, basically saying that the girl was lying, and he said, "Y'all be so cap," But he's denying all these rumors, and I'm telling you what, like, I'm sorry, but this is all I see. This is it. Like, your hair flies across the room. I mean, like I said, it wasn't sewed in, it wasn't glued in. She used the Gorilla Glue. Girl, you need to get some Gorilla Glue. My hair, it don't move. My hair. You know what I'm saying? Well, hopefully we'll find out what's going on with that, but no arrests have been made. So it looks like Chris Breezy is living on the streets to see another day. Now let's get into some reality news. Now, did you guys catch up on Black Ink last night? Let me tell you something about Black Ink, okay? This whole season was basically about nothing. This whole season was basically of Caesar bringing all the tattoo artists from New York City to his shop in Atlanta, because basically his shop in New York got shut down because of COVID. And allegedly they're saying that Walt, who is another person on the show, broke into his shop and basically stole money, yada yada yada. They try to keep that as a storyline. That storyline did not hold water. We still don't know what's the deal with Walt. For a moment of time, Walt did turn off his commenting on his Instagram and Twitter, and I assume he did that because he did not want to answer any questions, because we all knew at the end of the day this storyline might be fake and they were stretching it, and he probably didn't want to expose the show, because at the end of the day, Walt is not Donna. Walt wants to be on the show for exposure, and so he's not going to really put Black Ink, VH1, or Star Entertainment under the bus. So that's the only reason why I could assume that Walt did turn off his comments during that episode when they accused him of stealing money. Let's see. Well, like I said, nothing was really happening. We finally saw Teddy get up and do something, get up off the couch. He started his own music production company, I assume. Now, what I didn't know about Ted, and Ted, I am so sorry, but at first I really thought you was a couch potato. I thought you was just Caesar's cousin who was just trying to, ride his coattail, but I had no idea that it was actually Ted that actually brought the idea about Black Ink. So, Ted is really actually one of the founders of Black Ink. So, Ted, I'm so sorry. I thought that you was literally just another person on the show. So, I apologize about that. But like I say, at the finale, we saw Caesar going through what we thought his child support, his child, um, um, I don't want to say the A word, but you guys could, against his daughter. Remember how I was telling you how his daughter basically saying that he, wasn't very nice to her, and the baby's mom took him to court. And so we briefly saw about that. First, they said that the charges were dropped, but at the finale, we saw that, in which I really feel like that was also staged, because number one, Caesar. I mean, come on, Sharp Entertainment. You guys gotta do better. Because I mean, what lawyer, unless you are going to jail, unless you have to turn yourself in right now, what lawyer will call you late at night to tell you, oh, by the way, your charges have not been dropped. Just so happened, right, Caesar? Oh, come on, Sharp Entertainment. Y'all could do better. At least he could have got the phone call during the day, or the voicemail during the day. I mean, I didn't buy that. And then they had some very meaningless cliffhangers. We thought Caesar was going to propose to his longtime girlfriend. Came to find out, he stood on one knee and gave her a pair of diamond earrings. Like, I mean, they really had to, you don't understand, guys. They really had to stretch this finale out so long. They had to stretch the season out so long because it was really nothing happening at all during this season. We did not care about I can't think of her name, and I can't think of the guy's name. That's how much they really don't matter. What's the name? Not Young Babe, but the other one. Like, they're in a relationship. No one cared about that. No one cared about the new characters like Spider and the new characters from the ATO shop. Nobody gave a damn about that, and they tried to make Donna the villain of the season, and I agree with her. Like, she was trying to do her CBD line, and they kept trying to make Donna the villain of the season, and I just think that was a full stretch. Now, speaking of Donna, if you did not catch the last night's finale, so, basically, they have Donna going back and forth with Caesar, trying to sell her stuff in his shop, and Caesar so-called doesn't want her to sell anything in his shop. All he wants is tattoos being done, and of course, we all know that Donna is not exactly the best when it came down to tattoos. So the whole season is basically, Caesar going back and forth with Donna. Now, all of a sudden, Alex is cool with Caesar and Ted. After that big explosion, they fought. They basically broke Alex's back. I broke his back, but they injured his back so bad that he couldn't tattoo for a while. There was a lawsuit going on, and bam, that lawsuit somehow disappears. And all of a sudden, Alex is best friends with Ted and Caesar. Now, this season, Alex and Donna, they, were going back and forth. Donna just didn't feel like, Alex was loyal enough and wasn't taking up for her enough, during the season. Alex was just trying to play neutral because at the end of the day, he needed a job. He needed a place to tattoo at. And then this is what got me, okay? So at the end, they had this big party, or they called the Black Ink Gala. That's where Caesar did a fake proposal to his girlfriend, and they kept asking, "Where's Alex? Where's Alex?" So Caesar was like, "Well, I didn't invite Donna, so maybe that's why Alex didn't come." Now all of a sudden, Caesar gets a phone call from Alex, "So you need to come outside. You need to come outside." They all go, Ted, Alex, no, Ted, Caesar, Puma. I love Puma, by the way. He's one of my favorites on the show. They all came outside. Alex walks up to them. He comes up with a mask. She's like, why you got on a mask? I thought you was vaccinated. Alex then pulls down his mask. Came to find out he has a scratch on his face. He's like, well, where the scratch came from? Alex said, well, me and Donna got into it. Donna pulls up. She hops out the whip. And she basically was like, I didn't do that to you. You did that to yourself. And then that's when the producer came out of nowhere. And the producer was like, no, you did that to him. It's not the first time that we've seen you do that to him. And she was telling Alex, so y'all are in a toxic relationship. And then Alex is like, I know. And then Donna was like, y'all don't know nothing, this and that, y'all only go by what he said, whatever. So at the end of it, Donna was like, well, we're going to talk about this at home. Let's go. And Alex went after her and got in the car and they drove off. So that was that cliffhanger. We were left wondering, did Donna put the pause on Alex, or was this all blown up for TV? Now, Donna was actually on her IG page crying because she didn't understand why Sharp Entertainment, VH1, Black Ink would put her, try to, make her seem like she's a villain. And so, after the producers got involved, like I said, we was in a cliffhanger, like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Are Donna and Alex together? Are they going to stay together? But it appears that they are together. Look at what Donna said. So Donna goes on her IG after last night's episode and she says, it's so funny that one season I stopped doing tattoos once a year and didn't be anyone's but now I'm an abuser and a racist. As soon as you stop being their puppet, they try and make you a clown. Now I think she is directing that to Sharp Entertainment. And Donna, you could talk a lot of ish, and you always talk a lot of ish in between seasons, but you always go back. So you need to pull a Sky. See, Sky made sure to market her brand, make that cash, get that boob job, get that ass job, and she was out. Okay, she didn't stick around. And I saw on a IG live that Sky did. And by the way, Sky, I really miss Sky. I never thought that I would miss Sky because she was always, loud and drunk and whatever. But came to find out, that's how they wanted her. Like, they baited her. That's why they kept, getting her drunk and supplying her with alcohol. And and if you don't notice, that's how they do in Tati. They keep her intoxicated so, she could act up. But Tati is now getting smart to the game. And she's like, look, man, I just bought me a damn house. I don't got time for y'all stupid ass storylines. I just came to work and that's it in the story. Now back to Donna. So then she posted this. Okay. So she says, basically that Sharp Entertainment and their editing skills, basically made her look bad. And it wasn't what it seemed. So we thought, okay, Donna, of course you're trying to save your brand. You don't want nobody to label you as an abuser because, you want to get hired. You're trying to sell your CBD line and all that. And so, was this a whole bunch of fluff? Okay? So I was like, oh, Donna Schmana. Okay? So then I turn around and I see this. Alex puts this up. I apologize for betraying our relationship and lying on you. That ish was corny. And then he tags his girl. You know what that sounds like, Alex? That sounds like a dude that's getting his ass whooped. That sounds like a toxic relationship. That sounds like, oh, let me do some PR control before Donna puts that, puts them hands control. That's what that sounds like, Alex. And I'm not buying it. I absolutely believe that Donna, this is just my opinion, it is not facts. Nothing on here is listen, this is my page. This is my channel. And these are my thoughts. And my thought is, my 2 cents is that Alex, he's getting his ass whooped, okay? He's trying to fix things. Because he don't want no static when he comes home, okay? He just wants to come home to Donna. Because, listen, I'm just saying, Donna rules that relationship, okay? Donna sleeps who she wants to sleep with, women-wise, okay? She sleeps who she wants to sleep with. She shares the women that she wants to share. She'll let Alex get down, if she chooses. But Donna is absolutely running the show, and I'm not buying this for a minute, Alex. You're trying to save her brand. And as her man, I could probably understand, because I was in an abusive relationship for years, and I used to protect him, and oh no, y'all don't understand him. Oh, he's mine. Oh, that's my man. I'ma stand beside him. And that's what Alex is doing. That's my woman. And yep, that's her. And I'ma stand beside her. And that's all I see. That's all I see when it comes to this post. Alex, I'm not buying it. Especially, why I'm not buying it? Especially the fact that a producer had to get involved. Now, when the producer comes from behind the scenes, it's some ish going down. Okay, and that's just my opinion. But like I said, Alex responded. Who cares? Let's move on. Okay, let's move on to some other reality news. Let's get these two people off of here. All right, let's talk Dr. Contessa. Okay, Dr. Contessa, Dr. Scott. Okay, now this is another reality show, Married to Medicine, that really, really, really made me pull my hair out. Literally, it was that boring. When you know that you have to bring in other people or formal characters in the show, like Lisa and the British lady, I can't think of her name. When you have to bring people in to create storylines, that's where you lost me. Okay, that's where you lost me. But I'm telling y'all, I was not about to watch the season finale. I was going to watch it at my own leisure. I probably was going to watch it today, But, I was bored. Nothing came on TV last night. So I said, let me watch this thing. And, ooh, am I glad I did. Dr. Scott. Ooh, the lies that you tell. So if you guys don't watch, we all know Dr. Contessa, Dr. Scott have been going through some things on this season. So I guess she was in school, and then he was home to care of the kids, and they never saw each other. And then she finally finished school, and then they was trying to open up a practice together, and that wasn't seem like it was going very well. They were going through marital problems. They didn't get specifically why. It's just that, they haven't really spent time together. And you guys know at every finale, they have the couples, retreat or whatever. So they was basically trying to set Dr. Scott up, because I don't think Dr. Scott wanted to come. So the guys, the married to the husbands of the husbands, they actually was trying to set Scott up. So they invited Scott to the actual outing. And all season, Contessa was basically telling the girls that she feels like is some ish going on with Dr. Scott. They don't talk. He refused. He did not like to see the marriage counselor. He did not want to see a life coach. And when they got into it, he told his wife that, hey, that he had his own life coach, and she was a woman. And she was like, Dr. Contessa was like, a woman? Like, are you serious right now? And then so that was pretty much the end of that. And then he says, yes, she's a woman and I don't pay her. Now, what kind of life coach don't get paid unless you're paying her in some Dr. Longstroke, you know what I'm saying? So when he was approached with that at the couples retreat, he then recanted everything and said, no, I have not been seeing a woman life coach. The life coach is actually a guy, and his name is Kevin Johnson. Was it Kevin? Was it Kevin Johnson? I'm trying to think. Yeah, because he said that he told her that he's been seeing a woman life coach for like 6 or 7 months. He did confess that he was secretly meeting with the coach, that he found her on the internet. And although he didn't pay her, he didn't pay her a dime. And his kids even joked to their mother that, daddy has a girlfriend, joking with and he, actually let that go on and on and on and on and on. So this fueled speculation that the life coach is actually a mistress. Now, it doesn't take to be a doctor to realize that, Contessa. Now, I don't know if you... come on, Contessa, use your noggin, use the NBA degrees that you got. That's why the doctorate degree. That's why you a doctor. Come on, Contessa, you don't think he cheating on you? I'm with Quad on this one. Now, so at the finale, he switched everything up. Like I said, he said, oh no, I'm not seeing no female. I'm actually seeing a life coach, and his name is Kevin Johnson. And then Dr. Heavenly was like, is he for real? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? So he said that the reason why that he told Dr. Contessa, he told his wife that, was because, just to get back at her in front of the cameras. He just wanted to hurt her in front of the cameras. Now, Contessa, of course, says she's never heard no such thing. Nobody's named Kevin Johnson. And, this made social media go cray. Because, out of all the names, you just throw out Dr. Kevin Johnson. That's who I was talking to. Dr. Kevin Johnson. So, in my opinion, just my 2 cents, he's not going to admit that he was cheating. He's not going to admit that, because guess what? That means he's going to have to pay alimony. That means he's going to have to come out his pockets. So that mistress turned into Kev Johnson. I wonder if Kevin Johnson's related to Magic Johnson. I wonder how many Kevin Johnsons are in Atlanta. Someone put in the comments, let me know if you guys ever heard of Kevin Johnson, aka the life coach. I need me a damn life coach. I need me a coach on life. But let me know what y'all think about this story, because I really feel like at the reunion, Andy, you got one job to do at the reunion. We need to know who Kevin Johnson is, okay? Andy, put your people on it, okay? Whew. Well, oh my gosh, I can't believe this show is over already. Oh my god, time flies when you're having like so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here with me. Trust me when I say I missed you guys as much as you missed me. And I will be on here more and more soon. Like I said, Phatgyrlsnoop is a growing brand and she ain't going nowhere. So let me know your 2 cents on Chris Brown. Do you guys believe the story that he slapped a woman so hard that her lace front or her weave fell out? Now, TMZ, I'm gonna need for you to clarify about weave. I need to find out if a black person wrote this story, because if it's weave, I mean tracks. We need to find that out. Or was it actually a lace front that wasn't tied down? Okay, TMZ, because I know you Caucasians be getting the shit mixed up. So I need to know about that. And let me know your 2 cents on Donna and Alex. Do you believe the abuse allegations against Donna, or do you just feel like it was another sharp entertainment motive? You know, fake storylines, that they're known to have fake storylines. Do you think this was part of a fake storyline to boost the finale ratings? And last but not least, do you believe Dr. Scott about Kevin Johnson? Is it me, or is Contessa trying to play the fool for no apparent reason? And it's an absolute turnoff. There is no way that you could be my doctor and you can't even realize that your husband is freaking cheating on you. Has probably been cheating on you from the time you went to school. Hell, he probably been cheating on you before that. Atlanta, come on now. The Atlanta is a breed full of people, okay? I mean, come on, Dr. Contessa, I need for you to use your brain. Like, Dr. Heavenly, I need for you to, like, really, and Quad, I mean, Quad would know, okay? So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you guys think that Dr. Scott is cheating on Contessa? And don't forget, I would tell you could catch me on my website, but right now my website is currently down and under construction, because I got, like I said, I got a lot of new things that I want to share with you guys, and I got like merch coming, so we're doing a whole complete makeover. But you can always catch me here on my channel, and you can also catch me on all the streaming platforms. Ain't nothing changed about that. So let me know your 2 cents on that. And remember, my snoopers ain't is changed. That is PHAT, as in pretty, hot, and tempting. Bye for now.
for just the average person. This is for the